She's literally an object to hundreds of millions, billions of people.
The way people talked about her and the perception of her isn't really about her as an individual, it's just about women.
Girls are always under pressure to be a perfect object. Perfection is having a particular kind of body, having your hair in a particular style, perfect makeup, and perfect eyebrows. If you're the object of someone else's desire, then where are your feelings in all of that?
I had this thing about not looking in the mirror. Don't think about it. Don't focus on it. Because I didn't want to be too much of anything. I was just born with this face. And so I didn't want to think about it. I wanted to think about the things that I could control. Things that could have happened without beauty.
There used to be 10 famous people. Everybody knew them. Everybody knew everything about them. We all saw the same 5 movies every year, and that was it. That's done. Now, there are a million famous people that you and I don't even know.
With Brooke, there were very few contemporaries of hers because fewer people were occupying these roles in public life. And so they were just much better known. You just didn't go anywhere that somebody wouldn't know Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields, she's currently one of the hottest commodities in the world.
How many magazine covers have you been on? Because this got to be, we're talking hundreds, aren't we?
Definitely. I don't even have a figure.
She is the most photographed woman in the world, with a face that sells like no other.
Brooke, right here, please.
I thought she really was the most beautiful woman in the world, an iconic American beauty.
She sort of represented a femininity of that time. There was a sense of she was the woman of the future.
People's Choice Awards congratulates Brooke Shields.
Watching her on TV or film, it's hard to separate her beauty and her history from who she actually is.
Would you welcome, please, Miss Brooke Shields?
Please welcome Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields.
And that is the fun thing about opening the curtain of Brooke Shields. She's not at all what you think.
Brooke, right here, please. Brooke.
When I go give speeches or do cute, like, moderated talks to hundreds and hundreds of women for whatever the seminar or whatever the event is.
What is it like to be famous almost since birth, say from 11 months old on, and then to be a movie star at age 11 or 12? Your unusual beauty was noticed from the time she was born, from the baby to the little girl to glamorous woman. And this is the little girl behind all those faces, Brooke Shields. And this is the face behind the face of Brooke Shields, Terry Shields, manager and mother.
You can't really describe totally what a phenomenon is. I think mainly it happens. And Brooke happened. She's always been beautiful. The day I brought her home from the hospital, I just knew she'd be a star. A star.
My mother, she really believed that I was the most unique creature she had ever laid eyes on, and I was hers.
What was her first job? How did you decide that she would be a model? Did you put an ad in the paper? Did you run around with your 11-month-old baby and say, hey, look what I got?
No, Francesco Scavullo was doing...
famous photographer.
Yes. He was doing an Ivory soap ad. She sat on the floor, ripped out a couple of boxes of Ivory soap, and that's the way it all began.
My mom had this creature who people were responding to, and they kept responding to. You know, we would go to great locations and do pose number 10, you know, maybe pose number 3.
Brooke and I went to school together as very young children. And I just remember her giggling. She was a bright, outward-looking child. We were raised by single mothers who were financially hustling to get it going. My mother was a nurse. Terry managed Brooke. Terry also saw something in Brooke that was, she just could see it, and she was determined to make it happen.